Give me that banana. Give me that banana. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new, welcome. Today we are going to be doing Tarzan's Secret Treasure. This is not my first Tarzan movie. My first Tarzan movie was Disney's in 1999. Uh, we have one other Tarzan movie on the channel, and that is Tarzan the Fearless. You guys can check out my reaction to Tarzan the Fearless. I will leave a link in the description so you guys can check that out. But I'll also put a note card um, as well, so you can just click that as well in the top right-hand corner, I believe. This movie was suggested by you guys, so I want to thank you guys for that. If you guys have any more suggestions on movies that you want me to do or want me to see reactions to, just let me know down in the comments below. But without any further ado, let's get into Tarzan's Secret Treasure. Tarzan's Secret Treasure. You gonna stop leopard from eating that antelope when he's hungry?
Cheetah, don't get too rough. He's only a baby. You better stop, Cheetah. Tarzan's going for a swim.
Is that his kid? I think it might actually be his kid. How does he know so much about Tarzan? Ramped up the footage there so he's climbing quicker than humanly possible. Give me that banana. Give me that banana. I want that banana. Give it to me.
Cheetah, stop teasing Bully.
There you go. Get some payback.
I suppose they just wouldn't be happy if they weren't wrangling all the time.
Shiny stones, real heavy ones, too. Just right for my sling.
Oh, let me see those stones a moment. Gold nuggets.
Gold?
Nuggets?
Yes, lumps of a very precious metal. People in the outside world heard there was gold in the escarpment. They'd come swarming up here like an army of ants.
Why, Mother?
Oh, back in civilization, darling, one can buy anything one wants with gold. Almost.
Buy? What's buy?
Well, supposing I have some fruit and Tarzan's hungry. Tarzan gives me the gold, and I give him the fruit. And so you see, here when we want food, Tarzan just goes out and catches it. Then they have aeroplanes, houses with wings that fly, and they carry people through the air. They go faster than anything you've ever seen.
Faster.
Houses, wings that fly.
Is civilization very far from here, Mother?
Now, darling, just you forget about civilization. Our world here is far more lovely and far more exciting than the outside world, I promise you.
With that, it sounds like the kid's gonna get captured. Either by his own mistake or by happenstance.
Jane like Tarzan?
What woman wouldn't like a husband who brings her orchids?
There's a whole valley of orchids just across the river.
I know, darling, but out in civilization they don't grow that way. You have to be very rich to have them. You don't realize what a very wealthy man your father is.
Tarzan have Jane.
Ooh! Oh, you have Jane, all right. You'll have me in 1,000 pieces if you're not careful. That's for the orchid. Cheetah! Cheetah! Take these plates down to the river and wash them. And don't break them.
So the monkey is the butler.
Leave those dishes alone.
You don't even know where it is. And he took some gold with him. Gold nuggets, I think.
Ooh-wah.
That's surprising. I thought the monkey would actually go with him.
You'll have to go back, Bully. You can't cross here. You think you're smart, pretty cute, don't you, the way you follow me? Or you can just go back with Bully. Come on!
Yeah, I didn't think that would work. So much for that. That didn't work at all. Why does it look like it's daylight? Oh, he hit that rock. I guess that's his go-to move.
Maganda. Maganda? Maganda? Oh, you mean friends. Friends? Yes, friends. You, me, friends. My name's Boy.
My name's a boy.
Tumbo. That come from your village? That was swallow me. Maga! She's your mother, Tumbo, isn't she?
And she's dying. And not from old age, I don't think.
Juju. No,
And
Tumbo.
she's gone.
Not Juju. It's sickness. Tell him I didn't bring the sickness!
Those were gunshots.
Well, you're safe now, lad. But what in the world are you doing here in the middle of the African jungle?
I live here, up on the escarpment.
Get in there, everybody! You'll make a run for it!
Yeah, like you got enough bullets for everyone in the village.
It's Tarzan!
Boy, all right?
I'm fine. You came just in time, Tarzan. This is Tarzan. He's my father.
Okay, that answers the question that I was just about to ask. Is he not his father?
We're trying to find an almost forgotten tribe called the Vanusi. They're a people that wandered down from Asia into Africa ages ago. Ever hear of them?
The Newsy live up Finmano River.
That's just where we figured to find them.
Tarzan takes safari up escarpment. Reach river 6 days.
6 days?
That'd be a tremendous help, Tarzan.
Men help boy. Tarzan help men. Come.
Tarzan, I don't know how to thank you.
This is Tumbo, Tarzan. He's my friend. His mother just died from...
What was his reason is kind of sound.
It's a house on wheels. It runs and makes noises like an elephant.
There's 125 horses. It's an automobile.
Horses where?
It's talking about horsepower.
Pine up a whiskey, Mr. Tarzan.
Whiskey bad.
Whiskey bad.
Not so good a noise, I'll wager. There's no mechanical contrivance can compete with the voice of a living creature.
O'Doul, smart man.
Thank you, Mr. Tarzan.
It doesn't look real.
That's the drink. That's what drink does to you. I'll never touch another drop of drink as long as I live.
Look, Tommy, this is gold. It buys everything in silver.
Oh, this is how it happens.
Look at this. Where did you get this?
In the river where we swim. I could buy an airplane with this, couldn't I?
Yes, I guess you could, son. Have you told Mr. Elliot and Mr. O'Doul about this?
No, sir, I haven't.
Well, you know, you shouldn't tell anyone. Tell you what, son. You keep this a secret, and we'll buy you an airplane, all for yourself.
Why did you go? I've been so worried about you.
Gonna punish me, Mother?
No, darling, not now. But you must never go away again, never. What happened to you?
Oh, nothing much. Here's Tumble. He's my best friend. I met Tumble just when the rhino was gonna kill him.
What rhino?
That was just before we came in the plague.
The plague?
How does such a lovely person with your obvious background and position come to be here?
A compliment is never impertinent, Mr. Medford. I came here. Tarzan and I met. I fell in love with my future husband, so naturally I stayed.
Yeah, there's a lot of details missing in that.
I suppose this area is very rich in mineral deposits.
I don't really know, Mr. Medford. It's possible, I suppose.
Now then, all of you, look this way, please. Look this way. This is going to be a masterpiece.
Look, everybody's lost their heads.
They're lost, all right. And you can thank this long-haired scamp here.
Want to look through the telescope?
Yes, sir.
Here. Here, go ahead. Here, you see the moon?
But I can't see the man in the moon now. Where's he gone to?
There's no man in the moon. That's an illusion. The face you see is made up of shadows caused by mountains and craters on them.
By the way, when are you going to show us the place where you found the gold?
You mean our secret?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow morning, before anybody's up.
Good, fine.
Professor Elliot has another surprise for you. Movies.
Movies? What's that?
Movies. That's a weird sound. Sounds like a SMG almost.
The train goes at least 100 miles an hour.
Why?
Well, it gets you there faster.
Why?
Well, to save time, of course.
What do with time?
I'm afraid he has you there, Vandermeer.
Look, boy, aeroplanes.
That's what Mr. Medford's gonna get us when we get the gold. Look,
Uh-oh. All the look of concern.
It was just that the other day the little fellow told me he'd discovered gold up here on the escarpment.
Gold up here?
Naturally, I told him what a great piece of luck it would be, and I told him something about the things he could buy with the gold, like the airplane.
Little boys tell the most fantastic tales.
Afraid boy's going to be disappointed about the plane.
So now they gotta do this, secretly, somehow.
Oh. Thanks.
Come on.
A little touch of vertigo that hit me. I thought for a moment that I'd been drinking.
You better go to bed now.
Yes.
You better go to bed and stay there.
What man do?
Ask permission to call. And then if she's of age, he takes her to some parties or theater or somewhere to dine. And then, if he decides he wants her for his wife, he goes to see her father
Why? What do with father?
to ask his permission to marry his daughter.
Why?
That's the way it's done.
Yep. I completely agree.
Jane.
Our son brought them up from the bed of the river. Boy just told us you know where there's a whole mountain full of gold.
Safari, go.
I'm sorry, Tarzan. I didn't know this, or it wouldn't have happened. We'd be ready to start now if O'Doul hadn't suddenly been taken ill. He's a very sick man at the moment. We'll leave immediately as well.
Little man sick?
Touch of fever.
Barty plague. Tarzan cure. Medicine cure. Better soon.
He's terribly sick, Tarzan. He collapsed on his way back from the river.
But how is he sick?
Barty plague.
I'm terribly afraid.
Jane, Tarzan get medicine. Boy, better soon.
I wonder how he actually got sick, though.
O'Doul's getting better. Tarzan's medicine did the trick.
We've no intention of leaving the escarpment, Professor.
I'm sure he'll know how to deal with you.
Allow me. Oh, I'm sorry. Still, it's down with fever himself. I've had a little medical experience. I thought I might be able to help. What have you done for him?
Tarzan gave him his medicine.
Tarzan, say go.
We have some medicine that might help. Sulfamiridol. It's a new drug that works wonders in cases such as this.
Tarzan will go. He travels swiftly. He'll be back by morning.
No, Tarzan's medicine cure.
So, I'm not sure how I feel about that. You're gonna trust complete strangers over your husband, but I kind of get it because she's from civilization, so it's more likely that their medicine would work versus Tarzan's remedies.
Jane, boy.
They're all right. They're fine. You know, you were right about that medicine. It cured the little fella just like that.
Won't do you any good to kill me.
The sooner you show me that gold, the sooner you'll have your family back with you.
How Tarzan know?
Well, the gold's all we want. That shouldn't be difficult to understand.
You really didn't have an answer for that.
Where Jane? Where boy?
You know the little lake near the cut at the end of the chasm?
Tarzan know.
They're over there with Vandermeer.
And they're gonna shoot Tarzan too. Did they cut the rope or did they actually get him?
But where is Tarzan?
Your husband's behaving rationally for a change. He's meeting us by the trucks at the base of the escarpment.
I don't believe you.
Why not? Tarzan understands quite clearly that the only way I can be sure of his allowing us to leave this country safely is by keeping you with us until we do.
Well, if he is dead, what do you want her and the boy for?
It's just a chance I didn't finish him. He fell in a ravine out of sight.
At least he kind of told them the truth.
Jaconi are the most dangerous tribe in Africa.
Tell him to get going.
Going to get Tarzan.
No, boy, you mustn't.
I must. Don't worry, please.
Yeah, you don't even know where Tarzan is. And that failed.
Jaconis, war drums.
Mr. O'Doul!
Mr. O'Doul!
He was faking.
He'll take us down the river tomorrow to the village.
Well, he's okay.
What's he, Mr. Tarzan?
Fine. Get fine. Tarzan, get.
Try number 2. And actually brought the monkey with him. Oh. Not what I thought I was gonna do.
Better hurry up, Mr. Tarzan. Them scoundrels have got a hold of Mrs. Tarzan and the youngster. They're heading for the Jaconi country.
alligator. At least 2. Well, they're trying. He's kind of busy at the moment. Oh no. Well, the animals are starting to get into and help Tarzan out. But now here's the question. Since they're in the middle of that, all that stuff, it's going to be very, very hard to actually get a hold of the 2 and also Jane. And hopefully they don't get eaten by like a crocodile or something.
Tarzan, find friend.
It's me that's found a friend, and the best.
Goodbye, Mr. O'Doul.
Goodbye. Good luck always.
Wouldn't you like to see Mr. O'Doul's face when he finds the melons full of gold? Be rich, won't he?
And he'll never tell where his riches came from.
Alright guys, that was Tarzan's Secret Treasure. I gotta say that I liked it. I want to start with Boy first because he is the main catalyst for everything that goes on in this film as far as conflict goes. He's the one that starts everything. He runs off to civilization and he has to be saved by the safari, and then Tarzan shows up and shows them kind of the escarpment and where they live and kind of all the, and then in return the safari kind of shows them their technology, but Tarzan doesn't care about any of that. The only one that seems to be really impressed with it is Boy. I know Boy would be impressed by these things because he's like 10 years old, give or take, and he wants to know what else is out there besides just living in the jungle. And of course, he's talked to his mother, eh, or his mother has told him that we that civilization is not really that impressive. That the jungle is more exciting and more fascinating than civilization could be. Boy doesn't listen to what his mother has to say at all. And what's interesting is they don't punish him for it either. Jane, I really like Jane in this one because she is very knowledgeable about civilization. When Boy has questions and is able to answer those questions, and explain them in a way that Tarzan and Boy can understand, or make references to them in a way that they'll understand, which I thought was very interesting, very clever. I kind of wanted to know more about her backstory and how she got there and stuff, but I know that this movie is more about the family angle. I like Tarzan in this one. He is very, very observant. He really doesn't trust people, which is good. And he makes sound decisions. Um, his reasons for letting the other characters stay at the escarpment makes sense, given the context. But otherwise than that, he is very distrustful of people, and he's told his son this, which I think is, you know, very good to be wary of strangers. Another thing, real quick, is I would like to know the circumstances of how Tarzan and Jane met. Um, because we see Jane say that Tarzan doesn't do what most men would do. How would it be different? We know for a fact that he approached Jane differently than most men would have approached her out in public, because Jane has said as much. So I'm just wondering how that came to be. I do like the fact that Tarzan is very knowledgeable of plants. It makes sense. I like the head researcher, the guy who got sick and eventually got better. He was always on Tarzan's side, and he walked away with Tarzan's quote unquote treasure, but we'll talk about that in a second, because I do believe that's not his actual treasure. I believe the message that the movie is trying to get across is that family and friends are his treasure, which I think is a valuable lesson. Let's talk about the bad guys for a second. They seemed very one-dimensional to me, and they just wanted the treasure, which is understandable, but I wanted a little bit more of a reason why they're doing this other than, ooh, treasure, I can buy things with it. Let's talk about the animals real quick, because I think that's important. The two main characters, Cheetah and the baby elephants. I like the fact that they're in this and that they have animal friends and whatnot, but they used them for comic relief. The the monkey who throws down coconuts or whatever, or fruit onto the aggressive animals, I didn't find all that funny. I think I'm just too old for it. Younger kids might find, that the tiger got sprayed with water, or lion got sprayed with water, and then the whole thing with them playing with each other, cheetah and the baby elephant playing with each other, and the cheetah basically splatters the elephant's face with fruit or whatever. That was played for comic relief, and I just didn't really care too much for it. Uh, Something that was amusing a little bit was the monkey when he got drunk. Now that was kind of interesting, and all this different stuff that he did. But it would have been more funny to actually have it ramped up just a little bit, do some different things with it. Besides getting stuck, or have him walk on his hands and hold the bottle with his feet, which was actually kind of cool. I just wanted to see them expand that a little bit. I really um did like that a lot. But other than that, I really didn't care for the side animals. I thought it was kind of cool that he used the animals to kind of help his family escape from the starts with the sea, but basically the native tribe there, and help get them back to, not civilization, but back kind of in his custody and whatnot, back to where they live, what they are used to and stuff like that. I thought that was actually a good use of the animals, and having that yell and being able to call like alligators and elephants and everyone to help him out, essentially. Overall, this one is more of a family film, while the other Tarzan the Fearless was more interesting and more complex, at least in my opinion. Boy, I knew everything that was going to happen, because he was the catalyst for everything that was going to happen in the film. It's because of his actions that everything else was affected. If they didn't have Boy, essentially this film wouldn't have happened. Alright guys, that was just my reaction and thoughts on Tarzan Secret Treasure. Let me know if you guys want me to cover any more Tarzan movies or any other movies you would like me to cover. We got some more stuff coming up that you guys have recommended, so I can't wait to check that out. And we also have some more James Bond stuff coming. With all that said, guys, do consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.